Just thought I'd make a second video just showing a bit of a bigger battle, as that last one ended pretty quickly. So what I've done, I've just set up a game on D-World Acidic. Acidic means that the sea is acidic, anything goes in there will die pretty quickly. And I've put it on one bot just up the top, starting around here. I've also turned off commander ends, as I don't want to land like last time. And I have increased the maximum number of units just so that I can have a bigger battle. Now I've just got this paused here, but what I'm aiming to do is to kind of build my base up until around this line here, and then just let the bot take the rest of the map, so I can have a nice little base where they can attack a lot. So the same things should apply as the last game, and I'll try to talk a bit more about that. Now this is pretty tricky to do to start off with. I've failed a couple of times doing this, but if you can get a good start and get some defense along this line, then you can get a really nice big base built up and have a pretty fun battle, something I usually like to do. So I'll just unpause and I'll start my my 3 metal spots as before. And what I can also do in this game is, because commander doesn't end, I'll push my commander up the front a bit more, because I mean I shouldn't let him die, but if he does, it's not the end of the world. And then hopefully I can get into some of the later bigger econ thing as well, and just show you how to sort of get into Tech 2 and build some of the cooler units later on. There's also some fun stuff you can do once you've got like a really big base going on. You can do some air and get some of the T3 units and things like that. Now I am choosing to go bots, which is probably a better choice if you're just starting out, primarily because they're cheap. You can get more army for your money, and they're also a little bit quicker. The one thing about vehicles is that they're strong. It takes a lot more resources to build. You'll end up with less units. It's good if you're sort of attacking and know what you're doing, but definitely most of the players nowadays will start off with bots. Now this map I'm not making a res bot because there's nothing to res. And I might even just pause on a few moments and just sort of show what I'm planning to do, but I will start off with just standard start, get my first builder to guard the factory. I might even have 2 on here. I will always just start off with some units, and builders. It's just a good way to get you rolling. And I'll get my 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things, and I'm going to send my army up the front here just by right clicking. Now what I'll do is I will walk my command up to this point here, and I'll get some lasers built, and then I'll also want to get another one of these guys out here. Not necessarily what I would do if it was a multiplayer match, but against a bot I want to get these lasers up early. Now when I press F4 I can see the metal points, so I want to line it up just around these points, which is going to be my wall of defense. Now I don't know why this guy I can also click on shift, or hold down shift and then click, and I can make a little path. So with this second one that's coming up, what I'm going to do is start capturing some of the metal on my way up. And what this also means is that when he reaches the top here, he can start making some of the more advanced lasers that the commander doesn't have access to. So one strong thing about against the bots is if you line up a couple of these little lasers in a row, they seem to just walk up and die against them, which helps. And I've got my little army here to back them up. And this guy will start making something in a moment. I'll get him to build some lasers as well. Now they will kind of come through the middle here, but that's alright, I can live with that. Noticing I'm running out of energy, so I want to get a little bit more while I can. And I will start making a bigger sort of thing later on. So I'll move this guy around the back here. And what I will do is sort of set up some of my late game economies. So I'm just building a nano tower here, which is like a little just sort of assisted building. And I want to put it within range of my metal here so that later on, just pause while I'm talking, it'll help build my T2 metal extractors. And I'll also build some. We know I can hold down Alt while I'm holding down Shift, and it will come out in a block. These do kind of chain explode if you don't do it right. Whoops. They sort of get attacked. Excuse me. But for what I'm doing here, it should be fine. Notice that when I am building this, I'm starting off with the nano tower. So if you don't have much electricity energy to start off with, you might struggle. So I've got this guy coming up. Commander's making his little lasers. I'll move them further down. I might move some of these guys down here to help this bot, because he might become unstuck. And I will also start queuing up the heavy laser tower. The heavy laser tower is strong, but it's more used for its range rather than its ability to kill a lot of units. So this is quite a lot. You would never really do this in a multiplayer match, but I'm trying to make a nice line of defense. And then I'll set my commander to assist. Once he's done, I'm holding down Shift, he'll come and help build there too. Now, I'll just, sorry. I'm just holding Control when I'm scrolling the mouse wheel. I can change the camera angle too. So I've got this guy building some stuff over here. And I want to start filling this area as well. So I'll start walking this guy out, capturing all the metal. And what I'm going to do as well is start another farm just behind here. Remember, I'm putting my tower within range of the metal. And that should give me a good sort of starting economy. Now I am expecting the bot to come in pretty soon. And I just want to make sure I've got just an army. It helps if suddenly you get overwhelmed. Just helps to have some firepower. I've got plenty of metal, plenty of energy to start off with, so I probably want to start ramping up my production. Now that wasn't a good move. I have no builder here on the base to assist, so I just want to Q2 her up, and I'll bring this guy back to sort of assist the factory. I'm going to start making some more nano towers along here. I will eventually capture these thermals, geothermals. Oh, here we go. So we've got some action here. So I'll just watch, and lo and behold, they're coming around the back here. Smart bot. So I'll bring on all my army at once. But yeah, I think they should be fine. And I just, if I can avoid dying, I'll let my towers do the shooting. Oops. Oh. And can also make these shooting ones. They're a little bit more expensive, but yeah, as I've got sort of the resources to do it, that should be fine. So I just want to gang up as much as I can. So far looking good. I need a bit more energy, and I need to get that building going. Oops, I've set my waypoint up there. That's not a very good idea. Might even get a second guy out here to help build these towers. I want a few lasers down here as well. The flamethrower is really strong as well, although it's got less of a range. I just want to make sure that I'm not getting in the way of my other stuff as well, just so they can shoot. And this guy will help him there, which is fine. And I'm going to start, just make a little bit more energy before I start doing my nano towers and taking up. Also conscious of the time in multiplayer games, you sort of want to be aiming around the 10, I think about 10-minute mark to tech up. If you can, it's when you should expect good players to have T2 units. So just keep an eye on things and sort of be aware of how much time you're taking to do this kind of stuff. I might make this guy, no, that should be fine. And this looks alright. Now, what I will do at some stage is build some air defense. It's unlikely the bot will throw air at you, but the worst thing you want is all your lovely towers to suddenly die. So just put these guys in a line here just so that they plug this gap. And oops, come on. So far so good. I've got a bit more metal. I will start now. That's probably enough. Gonna tech up, and I will, before I do so, I will build a nano tower. Just pause. I just want to make sure that I'm sort of planning what I'm doing, because if you get a really sloppy base, which I often do, it's hard to sort of figure out where everything goes. So I want to have it within range of these metal and also my factory. But I'm also planning to fill this back in here, so I guess here's not a bad spot. I usually build a couple before I do the T2 plant, but I don't know. Other players might just build it straight away. If you start watching what other people do, you'll get a sort of feel for what's more efficient. But it's all right as long as we get it built, should be fine. And I also just want to keep pumping out units. I don't really need them at this stage, but it will help in case there's a big blob of army that comes down. This is looking nice and strong. Another thing I can do is build a nano tower behind my towers. It'll just repair them as they get destroyed. I'll notice there's a little bit of a weak point in here where they might be able to walk through, so I probably do want to build some more flamethrowers. I'll send one of these guys up here actually now, because he's not needed anymore. If I can find it. Noting that my bigger laser here's got enough range to sort of cover it. I'm still very low on power, so I might just make this one and then fill in some more wind. I think winds drop down, as I mentioned earlier in another video. Does like to fail at the worst times. You also need power to power your lasers, so if they wanted to attack now, I would be utterly screwed. I also don't have much. I've got radar here actually. I was about to say I don't have much radar, but notice it doesn't fill in this bottom area, so it might be worthwhile getting this guy because he's not doing anything. I'll build some radar and then have him guard the other bot. Alright, we've got lots of energy. That should be fine. I think the wind picked up. That's right. So I will start my T2 factory. And I pressed the, oh god, whatever key this is. It's a little bracket key to face it up. This also gives me a bit more space to make some more nano towers later on. And I can link them to the back here and make another little block. So I can build some cool stuff around here. I will eventually also destroy these wind once I have enough. So I'm not looking too bad to start with. I'm surprised I haven't been attacked yet, but that's luck of the draw. This is going well. I might also make, if you just sort of put this on the edge, you can kind of piggyback them off each other. I'll make another little block here because this is another good space that I can build a lot of more stuff later on. So I'm going to make 3. Now it's pretty expensive to make one straight off the bat, but I'm feeling pretty strong, so I can start doing a bunch of things at once. Noticing they do cost a bit of metal to make to start, and I'm going to, as I said before, see how I've got enough space now to put my T2 metal down without having to upgrade the other one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this guy come in a little loop and make his way back to the to the base. And I'll get him to guard the factory, just so that he's doing something when he gets back. The second one, I want to move forward and start getting some of the T2 guns ready. This will definitely help if they do start sending some stuff my way. I'm just trying to fill in all the gaps. Looks alright. And then I'll just put him on patrol, just so that when he's finished, he can do it. And I think these guys can help him when he's built. Whenever he's built. I think they will actually walk to meet him, but that's okay. So as I'm making this T2 stuff, I'm starting to lose my resources because it is quite expensive, but should pop up. And the third guy, I will fill in these metal spots out the front, holding down shift just to queue them all up. I could put one of these T2 shooty metal things, but they're quite expensive. I think I might do that last, just so that I've got the 3 metals and that. Set him to patrol as well when he's done. And these guys, I might fill in these blanks here. Again, I'm very surprised I haven't been attacked yet, but maybe they're scared, who knows. I'll start making a few more T2 units because I need to fill in these metal bits here. I need some more guns out the front here. And I want to start making some big stuff. Probably should have a fusion up soon. It's been 14 minutes. I'm sure a pro player would absolutely destroy me, but so he's got, not seeing any T2 units yet, which is a good thing. I think it sort of senses when you're doing something big. If you make a nuke, that's definitely a good way to get to attack. I think it must know. So I am stalling on metal. And it's probably because I've started making some of these guns and stuff. Just filling these. Good. Got some artillery. But notice my the range on these, get it, which is fine. This is also a lot of metal that I can reclaim. And what I will do is my last guy, I can put this straight on because I don't need to do it. I'm going to make the Moho generator, which I think is the only choice for core. They're pretty explodey. They've got a pretty big range when they explode, so know that if I am going to make one here, if it does explode, I might take out things with it. Nothing to note is the path that the guy's walking on. If the path goes through the toxic water, they will melt, so it's just a good idea, especially with your commander, to try to path him out so he doesn't, that way I'll get one other guy to guard him. And what I will do is, I've got all resources, get some of these freakers, which are just a good unit to help build stuff where you don't have towers. So this guy is doing his lap around the back, looking very good, and I can get 2 of these to guard him, and 1 of these to guard him. I've got a lot. I'm not very good in my economy, am I? But that's alright. So I can see some T2 units there. It looks like it's this building. So this is one of the fun things you can do once you get a little foothold, is just let them attack. I might even reclaim some of this metal. Okay, so I'll get, these guys they've got a range of stuff they can build. I'll start building some advanced radar at the front just to give me a better idea what's going on. And I want to get some air to start off with as well. I'm gonna move a couple down here to help with my power. And I think I need some good guns out the front here too. So this is looking a bit weak down there. Might just, oh, this guy's probably made enough to, oh, there he goes, he's done there, so I'll get a few of these built up around here too. And I will start making the Doomsday, which are very strong against T3 units. If I get a big line of these, I'm pretty much safe, but good. Now, if you do let the bot sort of build out of control, you will start to lag a lot because it's just building that many units. What I might do is just get the economy up running quickly, and I'll just show you how to make some of the other stuff. But at this stage, I've got plenty of metal. I'll have power coming in a moment, and I can pretty much just build almost whatever I like and push out an attack if I want, or just let it attack me endlessly. So I'll start building some fusions around my nano farm. It's not the best idea to make them all in a row because they will explode, but it should be fine. I'm going to make a few sort of banks of these. Now these are a little bit on the edge of the tower range, that should be right. And I'll get one down here. I want to make some advanced fusions as well, and some metal makers later on. So I think I will build another row like here. This will be my big farming area. Looking pretty good so far. Again, I'm not sure why it's not attacking, but we can make that happen. Some games you'll just get swamped straight away and you'll have to start again, but once you can get a bit of roll up, it's pretty good. I can destroy these once I've got my fusion, so if I just double click and press Control D, it might explode something else, but I think I should be alright. Yep, so that gives me a bit more space to fill in this area too. And I'll get one of my little freakers here while I've got him to build a few more nano towers. And I think I'll need one more. Oops. Metal. I'll get some metal makers built along here as well, which I do need my advanced fusion to sort of support them, but for the moment it's fine. And what I will also do is start getting into some of the fun stuff. So once I've got a bit more metal income coming in, so I want an advanced fusion which can only be built by the vehicle plant. So I'll just need to get a T2 vehicle plant by building this base one, and it's T2, and I will reclaim this just to get out of the road. Now I don't have a lot of metal right now, but once I've got my metal makers up and running, a good sort of way to tell if you've got enough is if it's on with a yellow thing showing. If that's not on, or you've got a bunch of them, only half of them on, means you sort of don't have enough energy. It's a good way to sort of know. So see if I can get a fusion, advanced fusion. These things explode a lot and they take a long time to make. It's considered one of the strongest units in the game, purely because if you've got a lot of these going, you can just support a massive amount of metal makers and build all of the good T3 units and stuff. Now, if I was playing multiplayer, I would definitely want to have some anti-nuke up, but for now, it should be fine. I will make one. I've never really been nuked by the bot, but it's not to say that it's not cooking one away. So I might just get one vehicle to spread a few around. It's a bit of an overkill, but it's a good safety. Some of the advanced players will, on multiplayer, will sort of EMP you and take out your anti-nuke, and then you're absolutely stuffed. I think there's sometimes. Oops, I should probably use my commander back out of the way. That's quite dangerous. Now, still need a bit more metal. I can fill in this one here as well. The reason I haven't pushed out to these areas is it's just a bit more of a flank to secure. This is a good compact area. What's he got now? Oh, that's a T2. I'll send in this little locator. Go on. Oh, here we go, come on. Probably knows that I'm about to get the mighty Aphis. Ooh, he sees an opening maybe. Here we go, this is a bit of a... Get these guys here to plug up the gap. I could also even send them on a little mission to clear up this area. Now, so you'll see how not these are all on, but they should be all on once the fusion's up. I should get a nice big steady stream of metal coming on. I can start doing some sort of fun stuff. Oh, he's building T3. Yes. There we go. I'm expecting to see some T3 units soon. Might also want to send out some units too, just to help that weak area. Oh, there you go, there's some air. I have 0 air defense, so that could be very bad. Just make some cheapo T1. Now that's a T2. I can hear that the fat point pretty strong. So right now, it looks like my defenses are kind of getting overwhelmed, so I do want to get some vehicles out. This just to sort of give me a bit of breathing room. Might also get some aircraft happening as well. A T2 because now I've got plenty of income, pretty much can make whatever I like. I do want a bit more nano towers just exclusively on this. It's not a good idea to have them all covering one area, but come on. Oh no. Probably get some of these big doomsday weapons. They've got a good range. Nice line to them. I'm gonna get my commander to de-gun it if I wanted, or even suicide it if I'm really dangerous, but I think it should be fine. There we go. You're right. Okay. Oh, we've got a lot coming out now. Start getting some so I'll get some drones to patrol out the front here. Should help. Look, more air, look out. Haven't seen any T3 units from me yet, but that's not to say they're cooking away. See how these towers just sort of repairing everything here. And I might start making some of these big guns out the front too. Up on the hill. And I'll make a few in like a fall back position as well, just in case. And that should be plenty, but that's alright. So what I might do is, because this guy's got a lot queued up, I'll get a big bunch of freakers to guard just him. I think he'll get 20, should be plenty. Bit of anti-air, here we go. So my air guys are starting to patrol at the front. And looks like it's given up. Now I can also make, this is the fortress is very strong, but it's quite expensive, so I'll just make some gunships. What I can also do, and probably what I should be doing, is making a ring of air around my base just by patrolling and getting some fighters send any aircraft in. No, this is looking strong. So they've need to sort of paralyze them. I'll send in my pyros, my tanks. Now, because this is doing my defense, I might just make a second aircraft tower and just do. So at this stage, I've got all the money in the world. Oh, getting bombed. Here we go. Wow. It's learned a lot. Oh, that's a bad placement for me. I should pop that out. They're getting stuck. Look out. Boys. Oh, look, I did have some air defense there. Jeez. Alright, let's stop that. That's bad placement. If you're getting stuck like that, just sort of try to path out the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be able to make it out. I should. Now, oh, here we go. I've got my doomsdays up. That should be nice and strong. So what I'll do is just with my second factory, just get a bunch of air builders, and then I can start. I mean, pretty much at this stage, game's done. You've got a good defense. You've got our econ, plenty of energy on the way. We've got my advanced fusions and metal makers, so I can start building. I'll just do it over here. I can build a nuke. I can build a T3 unit. I'll build a nuke and see how it likes reacting to that. In fact, I'll build 2 nukes. And air is a good way also to queue up all your nano towers, because they don't really get bumped into each other. And I'll set the waypoint here. Once I get a bunch of these, I'll make some sort of berthas and lots of good stuff. So at this stage, what I like to do is just sort of make it a bit more ridiculous, the defences. I'd like to make a big wall of big berthas along here. One thing as well, if you find it's lagging, because the bot's got so much built, you can sort of nuke a couple of these areas to give it a bit more, to kill off a bit of units. Also, if you've reached the unit cap, it's a good thing to do. Just start making a sort of line of these around. Should be fun to watch them all fire. Would put one out here, but they can sort of attack across the way there. But I also want to make sure that I'm not allowing these guys to sort of fire behind each other, otherwise they won't aim. So pretty good. Then I'll set this factory to guard my first builder here. That means that anything that's built will help build that. My nuke is building. I do also want to get some T3 units, so I might make a dedicated T3 bay, I think, out here. A whole bunch of nanos. A little friend here to build it. Now I can queue another one because this is building. The nano towers are helping. Might even make a few more advanced fusions. Why not? Now you see how these guys are just making it build real quick. Absolutely chewing through that, which is good. And in a moment, I'll get my T3 ready. Here, and I will fill in the gaps on either side with the towers. Because this is taking a long time, I'll get my freakers to come in and and build a few too. Once you've got a few of the nanos up, they'll sort of assist each other in building. So. I could also build some energy. Oh, one's shooting. Here we go. Don't know what I'm shooting at, but it's doing something. I might even just speed it up now until I've got the thing else ready. And then I can make one of each. Set them around here. Now you note that because I've got so much income, it really won't affect my income at all. I can make these all day if I wanted to. It's 30 minutes of the game though, so it's probably would have died now against the players, but right. And you know, this will pretty much go on endlessly. I don't mind too. Might just send out some scouts just to have a look at what they are doing. So get a few of the radar planes just to park over here and then well. Might even start nuking some stuff as well. So why not? So we'll just turn down the speed and we'll just have a little look at what is he building. I think that won't be a lot, but we'll see. Patrol. I'll just have them patrol endlessly. I don't think they should have much anti-air, but I got surprised earlier. So that's a T3 unit. There's two of them. And the bot does sort of learn the more it plays. That's got a fair bit. Got a T3, got a Bantha coming. So I really like fat boys. Starting another bombing run. So what I might do is just clean it up. Set my air to guard. My air defenses here, these dudes, just have them guard one of the units so they'll follow them along. I'm just doing move, but I could also do flight and basically shoot at anything they come across. The other sort of auto targeting, which is good. And I might even get these guys to fight. Because it is on kill everything, and I do have to sort of clear out everything. Just nuke a few areas. A good quick way if you want to end it quickly is just do a lot of attack aircraft. Showing now. Get a bunch of these. Oh, my guns. Guns are going mental. They don't have a huge range, so I think they can only reach a certain area, so... these things are pretty cool as well, though. Chickens. Attack over here. Oh no, it's killed too quickly. And I might nuke areas. Boss. Oh, that'd be a good nuke target there. Bloody hell. I think that's a commander I saw. Maybe he's going to degun my Krog. Just this unit here, we call it a Krog. Krogus. Oh, here comes the nuke. Oh, nice. That's what you do. Let's let him, come on, let's let him degun my Krog off. Oh, he's... oh, there he goes. So that would have been going over, but as I said, it's and, oh, you building, see, it is building a nuke, there you go. And I should have a nice little army of... I'll get some crows happening, that'll take a while, but that's right. So I might just call it here. I have to kill every single last little thing you get the end screen, but pretty much another thing I could have done is just waited until it had its nukes and everything ready to kill me, and just by speeding up the game by pressing Alt and plus or Alt and minus. But yeah, hopefully that gives you just a good start to get your little wall of defense, so you can start playing around with building some stuff. So self-destruct this guy for a bit of a shockwave. Are you still trying? Alright, good luck.